Everybody sing that shit.
Most teams should be fearing us, says defender Gary Cahill. Thursday is the second anniversary of England's European Championship defeat by Iceland, and Gary Cahill remembers it only too well. It was supposed to be an easy victory, supposed to be little more than a stepping stone to a rather more glamorous quarter-final with the tournament hosts. We were looking at playing France in their stadium and thinking about how it was going to be a fantastic occasion, he recalled. And it never got to that. So when the conversation here in Rapino on Tuesday turned to the subject of whether England should attempt to plot a safer path through this World Cup, by perhaps making a concerted effort to finish second in the group when they meet Belgium on Thursday, Cahill responds with a shake of the head. "You're talking to the wrong guy," he said. "I can't look beyond the next game. The message to us is to prepare to win the game. The discussions have been to go and win the game. And that's the truth, to go and win the game, to build momentum, to keep that good feeling. You can't look too far ahead. You face who you are going to face. And the fact is, in the next round it looks like you are going to face a team that will be similar whether you finish first or second. That said, winning the group means a probable quarter-final against Brazil or Germany, while finishing as runners-up points to Switzerland or Mexico. England's record against the first two teams is disappointing to say the least. But this tournament has been no respecter of reputation or history, and Cahill thinks a third victory for England would have most sides fearing them. If we were to beat Belgium, I don't think teams would want to face us, he said. If Gareth Southgate does indeed start with Harry Kane, that will enhance England's chances of topping Group G. Even if the manager makes changes that are expected to see stars including Cahill given their first taste of this World Cup. Cahill understands why Kane wants to play. "I can 100%, he said. "That's natural. Put yourself in his situation, I would want to do the same. Harry has an opportunity to do something that not many people have done, which is win the Golden Boot. So I'm sure he will want to play. He's in good form, he's banging goals in. We want to keep him fit. But we're not talking about a 60-game season here. We're talking about a handful of games. In training his finishing has been incredible. And compared to 2 years ago, he's more experienced now and can probably handle the pressure more." Reports in the Belgian media suggest they will make widespread changes, driven by a desire not just to rest key players but to finish second and therefore play their last 16 clash close to their training base near Moscow. Judging by training on Tuesday, it could be as many as 10 changes. It could nevertheless mean Cahill meets Dries Mertens in a match for the first time since a friendly at Wembley 6 years ago. The Belgian shoved Cahill, causing him to collide with goalkeeper Joe Hart, resulting in a broken jaw which ruled him out of Euro 2012. "I don't think we've played since," he said. "But I saw him on holiday when I was in Dubai in March. He was in the same restaurant. And he took the time to come over and apologize for that situation, which for me was dead and buried, but I respected him a hell of a lot for doing that. That's not something he had to do. He didn't know me and I didn't even know he was in there. At the time it obviously had big consequences. I was virtually on the plane, and I felt like I was in condition to start at that tournament. I felt the age I was at, the form I was in, I felt I would have played. So it was a huge blow. But I like to see the good in people and I don't think he did it for that reason. If England are to be believed, they won't be quite so friendly in Kaliningrad on Thursday.